Welcome back to Christy TV, my correct people dem. Sowore have exposed the injustice meted on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Ndi Igbo as a whole. He is now lamenting why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still detained in Nigerian DSS custody. My correct people dem. He said that despite that he is not from South-East, that he is not an Igbo man, he is now telling us the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being detained and the injustice meted on Ndi Igbo as a whole ever since Nigeria, in fact, since 1967 war of Biafran war. Even as Nigeria come become one country, so as e be now, my correct people dem. Yet Igbo people are still not treated fairly in Nigeria. My correct people dem no be small thing o. Make una hear wetin dis guy talk, no be small thing. Abeg, if you finish watching this video, never subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly do well to subscribe. Turn on the notification button so that you get notified of all latest news. Christy TV got you covered. Watch the rest of the video and stay tuned for more updates.
But you must understand that this is not just about landmark. There's an Igbo problem in Nigeria. That's why they are holding Nnamdi Kanu.
What's your take on
for asking
Nnamdi Kanu's
for
perpetual
Biafra.
detention?
And then we are rehabilitating Boko Haram commanders. He said 120,000 of them have surrendered with foreign currency in their hand. And you have rehabilitated them. But one guy who says, we want justice, we don't want to stay in Nigeria, you are holding him perpetually using the judiciary or judicial, subterfuge to keep the trial. And everybody who knows what they are doing understand that it's not a judicial matter.
So Nnamdi is essentially a political prisoner.
He's a political hostage. Well, I'll call him not a political because he may not. Whomever is in power, except me, will keep him in jail.
So do you think that Igbos generally are endangered species in Nigeria? Going back what you just narrated.
The truth, that's the truth. Nigeria did not forgive Igbos since the end of the Civil War.
What did they do?
Because they challenged the real estate of the British called Nigeria. So, and they didn't forgive them since then. So everything has been done after that. We know this is the unspoken truth about the country called Nigeria, that they did not forgive Igbos for the Civil War.
The Igbos were the victims and they have forgiven the victims. So why is it difficult for the victors to...
You are preaching to the choir.
And because he had mentioned once that, in an interview he had mentioned that the Igbos will never be president of Nigeria. That is a perpetual, narration to keep the Igbos the way they are.
Yes, so no, it's not about even the presidency. If they find an Igbo man that is malleable, that can work in their interest, they can make him president if he doesn't have any power. You can be a president of, you can be a president of Nigeria and not have the powers of the president. When they wanted to destroy the landmark, who was the minister in charge? It's not an Igbo man.
And Moka is Igbo speaking, also fighting.
It's easier for them to use an Igbo man to carry out. If it was done by a Yoruba man, the uproar would have been worse. But you find an Igbo minister of works to help you demolish Igbo businessmen. Can't you see them? So it's easier that way. It's manipulation. It's how Nigeria manipulate people. But I'm not saying that if he was a Yoruba minister, he cannot demolish. They will do it too. It's easy. Anybody could have done it as long as there's an agreement to do it. Because beyond just ethnicity, there's also an elite conspiracy against Nigerian people. So an average poor person is endangered. But you are likely more endangered if you have committed a generational crime against the Nigerian real estate. Owned
by being an Igbo man.
Of course, that's the truth. That's why you were saying, oh, you're Yoruba man. If based on what I say, they even tell me I'm not Yoruba enough. But I'm of mixed heritage. There's a part of me that is Ijo.
Okay.
And we are the Ijo speaking Yorubas. We are the Yoruba speaking Ijos in Ondo State.
Okay.
So they call us Ijo Apoy.
Ilaje area.
No, it's Ilaje. So we're next to Ilaje.
Okay.
But my great grandparents came from Yoruba side of things. But the stream that Sowore is named after is in Ijebu waterside. Because that's how they came. So, but I don't speak to people based on ethnicity. I don't define myself based on my ethnic heritage, even though I do not deny it. But because it underlies our humanity to be assigned an ethnic position before you can be respected. Are you getting my point? Or before your views can carry on, so you have to be a Yoruba man, and then it was
So we've had
here comes one of them.
We've had Rwanda manage the same ethnic issue in their country with the Hutsi Tutsi thing after years of genocide.
Are you sure they managed it?
Well, to a reasonable extent.
They had to manage it through genocide. And Nigeria
after
also,
genocide management.
So this is what you should understand.
Okay.
Nigeria also managed the Igbo problem through genocide. 4 million Igbos.
Yeah, I was coming to that.
Is that not genocide? But
Well,
you know the
past
problem
this?
I have sometimes even with some of our people is that the same people who shot and killed them are more popular in their midst than those who support their rights. The Obasanjos of this world are embraced as authentic people, but these are the people who went and used third commando to massacre Igbos. What did they name this airport after? Murtala Mohammed, one of the most notorious killers of Igbos. Buhari, they kill Igbos. Danjuma, they kill Igbos. Gowon, they kill Igbos. But they even love them more than they love those of us who are fighting. People challenge me that they hate me because I support Nnamdi Kanu, and I say so be it, because I know that I'm supporting justice, and I cannot support injustice because I want political favors from a country. If you want to keep carrying out genocide of political nature or continuation of it, you can go ahead. Keep voting for the criminals who are perpetrating it. Let the forest be voting for the axe because the handle is from one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I said something. I would like you to touch more on it. I mean, the Igbos were the victims. Now they are forgiving the victors. There is no place you don't find the footprints of Igbos across the length and breadth.
That's why I say you are preaching to the choir. Igbos are not only in Nigeria, they're all over the world. I went to Alabama in the US, and the only pharmacist there is an Igbo man. Selma, Alabama. You've heard about Selma?
Yeah.
It's one of the homes of the civil rights movement, where they cross that Petra Bridge.
Exactly.
Igbo man is there. Most likely that's what you find in every community in the US. Igbos are distributed all over the world. There's this urban legend that if Igbos cannot live in a place, the place is not livable. There was a time a New York Times reporter came to Gamboru Ngala after Boko Haram sacked the place. The only person they found there who was not a Boko Haram member was an Igbo pharmacist. So what are you doing here? He said, well, somebody has to treat them. He was that courageous not to stay there. So I'm saying all these things so that you can understand that I understand probably more consciously better than most people do. And that informs the reason I can speak categorically about the victimization of Igbo. Otherwise, it is a taboo. Politically, it is incorrect to say that Igbos are victimized by an average Nigerian.
Okay. All right. So let's move
because nobody wants to hear the truth. And when you say, if somebody is watching me again, they say, Sowore, what's your problem now? Leave these Igbo people alone. You understand? That is the truth. But I cannot, my conscience cannot allow me to accommodate the genocide of 3 million people or 4 million people, and then the continuation of that denunciation of their existence through persecution in which the Nigerian state is carrying out, either through landmark or Nnamdi Kanu or, look, I told a story, I think it was on a Honest Punch, that in this country, there was a time they were beheading Igbos, putting their heads in calabash and putting on the trains going east.
Do you think that's what's happening in the East right now? Speaking about militarization of the East.
Pogrom, you understand? And that's why they're doing it. It's what they're doing. When we did August, what did we ask for? Demilitarization of the East and release of Nnamdi Kanu was one of our demands. But it was the most denounced demands, even by human rights people. They told us, no, don't include Kanu in your demands. Otherwise, we will not join you. Because Nigeria has been made to believe that a crime committed against Igbo doesn't fall under human rights abuse.
So let's speak about that crime against Igbo, because a popular, I think I read in your paper recently.
And unfortunately the Ohanese people said they should not join the protests, that they are negotiating with Tinubu. They even said that he will release him for Christmas gift, as if he's a Christmas goat.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so speaking about this militarization of the Southeast, recently I read in your platform, a popular media mogul, owner of a media platform in Lagos State, was dehumanized in the Southeast. He was traveling through Anambra State to Asaba Airport, and he was accosted. He and about 3 DSS officials were accosted by military personnel who
Dehumanize them.
Dehumanize them.
Yeah.
Told them to lie on the floor. In fact, told them they were going to shoot at them.
Exactly.
Told them that they were IPOB. Do you think there has been accusations that most of the people killed in the southeast in the guise of IPOB are really not IPOB?
Exactly.
But they were killed by military. Do you think that this is exactly what's happening?
These guys are burning down villages, Nigerian army. They are burning down villages. Like, if you are 17 years old in the east, you carry any kind of hairstyle and you run into a military checkpoint, you're automatically targeted. It's profiling.
Oh, wow.
You understand? But go to Katsina. Listen to this before we end this broadcast. The government in Katsina said a whole local government with tons of bandits have only 5 policemen in their area. They have only 1 vehicle, no military. But there are bandits all over the place. Why is it that banditry and terrorism in the north is treated with kid gloves, and people who are asking for what is recognized by the United Nations as self-governance, the request for self-governance, is treated as a crime against the state? But terrorism is not treated the same way in the east. I traveled in the northern part of Nigeria during the election in 2019 and also in 2023. You can drive all the way from some of the most, bandits havens.
Dangerous points.
Dangerous points. And there will be no policeman or army on the way.
Okay.
But you cannot travel in the east today. Is 1 kilometer, 1 military battalion.
Unfortunately,
That
is what it is. Before we leave,
Yes.
can I ask you a personal question?
Go ahead.
You have we have spoken a lot here,
Yeah.
and you are more like a repetition of speaking truth to power. Sowore, do you fear for your life?
It's too late. My life had been taken several times to the point that all I'm dedicated to is living my life one day at a time.
My correct people, then welcome back. You all heard what Sowore said in this particular video. Sowore on the landmark demolition coastal highway in Nigeria. He only mentioned something that is Igbo problem. There is an Igbo problem in the country. The Igbos are being hated because of the way we are being treated in this country that we called one Nigeria. We know too well that even when this guy of Yoruba was arrested, Igbo who was arrested even in Cameroon, even the same, he was not even extradited to Nigeria. Do you get the point? And Nigerian government did not even elaborate more to ensure that this guy will be extradited to Nigeria. But when it has to do with an Igbo man, you will see the whole of the country will turn around. They will turn against the person instantly because he's an Igbo man. But the foolish part of it is that you will see some fellow Igbo people still speaking against their own brother. Even outsiders also understand the injustice, the inhuman method against the Igbos in this country. Yet some of the fools that call themselves Igbo people will still speak against their own fellow brother. No matter what, I have a question to ask. Where is this guy that ABI wanted the other time, Abakari? Where is Abakari? Did you see it? Let me inform you others. Abakari is not in police custody. Abakari is not in any prison. Abakari is moving freely. In fact, Abakari is still a police officer, but his profile is being lowered. Do you get it? So don't think that Hausa people, don't think that all these Nigerians, they can demote their own brothers simply because FBI of another country wanted them, or because they committed one particular crime on us. Have you asked yourself why all these Boko Haram, they say that these ones have repented, they will put them back in Nigerian army. They will recruit them in Nigerian army, send them to the southeast of the country. How do you think that Nigerian army are busy protecting Fulanis, butchering innocent Nigerians in Osun local government, in Olu zone, in Enugu state, in Ebonyi, in some part of Anambra state? How do you think all these things, all their mayhems, all their killings are going smoothly? Whereas they have Nigerian government armies in those zones. Why are they not retaliating? If you retaliate, Nigerian army will still come and kill the youth of Southeast. Do you get it now? I don't think if you're an able man and your eyes have not opened, if you've not been seeing the excessive killings happening going on for in fact since this year 2025, the rate of butchering of Igbo youth in the southeast is alarming. So, my people, what this guy said, I love the fact that he said nothing but the truth. He was not biased. He did not say, no, I am not an Igbo man. I am a Yoruba man. Make I do this, make I do that. No. He went ahead to say it the way it was. And according to him, he said that he's not even afraid of death anymore. He's not afraid of his life. That is what he meant. That I'm not afraid of my life. Reasons he mentioned it, that I am not afraid of my life because of the things he has passed through in Nigeria, because of what he has passed through, because of the thing that Nigerian government have done to this guy. That is why he is no longer afraid of his life. Anyway, my correct people, them, you that just watched this video to the end, what is your own opinion in this particular scenario? What do you have to say concerning this video you just watched? Drop it in the comment section. Tell us your own opinion. Please kindly do what to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button so that you get notified of all latest news, entertainment, politics, your favorite celebrities, world news, and all even African news. Christy TV got you covered. Thank you for watching. I love you guys.